in a lot of areas. It's not just the hitting. I mean, the defense is phenomenal, and the strikeout rate has gone down, and the walk rate has gone up. It's like everything that you want to see improvement from Bobby Witt. Oh, well, guess what? He's improving in all of those areas. So you have Reagan's turning into a bona fide dude. You have Witt turning into like a top 10. I think it's pretty easy to say now, top 10 player in baseball. Might be even higher than that. And you see Lugo doing what he's doing. And you see James MacArthur as a waiver claim turning into a really good closer. And John Schreiber, who you got in a trade that got panned inside the industry, by the way, this offseason, when they sent David Samlin to the Red Sox for Schreiber. Like, a lot of people were like, Samlin's one of the only good pitching prospects the Royals have. What are they doing trading for? Well, John Schreiber's got a 1.2 ERA, and we're at the end of May right now. Move after move after move after move, guys. At some point, it's not an accident. and that's what I think people in baseball, if this continues, are going to come around to, that this is an accident. That, hey, maybe the Royals are starting to get it.
Yeah, for sure. That's what it feels like out here, for sure.
If it doesn't turn out that way, what is the most likely culprit for that? Right now, it would seem to be no bat in the outfield.
Yeah, it's really bad, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, I just, I was having this argument with my kid a couple days ago, who has like a running joke now where after every Royals win, he comes up to me and takes a video of me, and he says, "Are the Royals legit?" And I still no, right? I've been saying it's still no. Yeah, it's still no. And here's the thing: what he doesn't understand is, it's not my place to decide that. It's the game's place to teach him. And I feel like the game needs to break your heart and teach you lessons in order for you to truly, fully understand and appreciate it. Because this is a kid, mind you.
Sound like a man from Cleveland to me.
Fair, but also a man who does not dare mess with the baseball gods.
Never.
Because they smite with great authority. And I have been a victim of that before, and I understand that, like, the game needs to teach you certain things. And you know what? Enjoy the ride while it's there. Enjoy the fact that Bobby Witt's doing what he's doing, that Salvador Perez is playing out of his mind, and the pitching rotation, maybe it's been over its skis, maybe it's not. But the fact that they're winning, that they're 13 games over 500, like, doesn't matter what some goober says when you ask him, are they legit or not? What matters is, are you enjoying watching them? And the answer to this point is unequivocally yes. They're a fun team to watch, in spite of an outfield that doesn't have a guy with an OPS over 600, which, by the way, is not as awful as it may have been in years past, because the league-wide OPS, guys, this year is under 700.
Wow.
It's bad. Like, the offense in baseball this year stinks. So that gives, what Bobby's doing, what Salvy's doing, like, it makes those two even more impressive compared to what their peers are doing.
Yeah, the baseball gods say you can't win when your entire outfield is OPSing at 500 and batting 180 or something.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me?
In fact, their offense, I'm looking at, the splits this year work out almost exactly to a regular season. 571 plate appearances, 523 at-bats. Their slash line, 201, 262, 327, 589.
Bad. Well, you know what the good thing is? Trade deadline's coming up, and there are going to be some outfielders.
In the micro now, we could find reasons for the year 2024 why this, hot, whatever their winning percentage now is, might not be sustainable for the year 2024. Have you seen enough from ownership and Piccolo to suggest that in the macro for the next 8 years or so, there might be some legitimacy to this organization sticking around for a while in terms of being a contender?
I haven't seen them win for more than 2 months. I am not willing to go 8 years out.
Okay.
We need to pump the brakes a little on that one. There are good signs, but signs can go away at the tear of an elbow ligament, right? Signs can go away at a 10-game losing streak. And so, I think the direction is correct, but there's still a lot of things in this organization that need to get better. And so, yes, enjoy 32-19. Enjoy the fact that the only reason that the Royals aren't in first place right now is because the Guardians have been ridiculous this season. But acknowledge, too, that this Guardians team is younger than the Royals and still this good. That the Detroit team that they beat this weekend is young and still has a lot of solid people, whether it's Skubal or Kerry Carpenter or Riley Green, Cole Keith, Spencer Torkelson. I know there have been some struggles there, but there are going to be some guys there for sure. And that the Twins are sticking around too. The White Sox are going to stink for a few years. So it's a 4-team race. But the Royals are going to be in the mix. The question, though, for 8 years down the road, it goes beyond the Central. Can you compete with the Baltimore Orioles, with the New York Yankees, with the Tampa Bay Rays team that next year is going to be awesome? When they get Shane McClanahan and Jeffrey Springs and Drew Rasmussen back, and they have Junior Caminero and Carson Williams up on the left side of their infield, the Rays are in one of those years where they're going to be okay this year. They're going to be loaded next year and beyond. And the Rays team that next year is going to be awesome. When they get Shane McClanahan and Jeffrey Springs and Drew Rasmussen back, and they have Junior Caminero and Carson Williams up on the left side of their infield, the Rays are in one of those years where they're going to be okay this year. They're going to be loaded next year and beyond. And the Red Sox, maybe they'll start to spend money at some point. And the Mariners, by the way, they have the best rotation I've maybe ever seen covering baseball. It's right up there with that great Phillies rotation that was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, a decade and a half ago. And the Rangers, by the way, they won the World Series last year. And the Astros are consistently really, really good. You have to look at it from...
We just heard Jeff Passon talk about everything that has been improved on the Royals and everything that has been improved. Bullpen, hitting, top of the lineup especially. Outfield, you heard a complaint about the outfield. I don't think it's much better. Bullpen better, hitting better, fielding better. The bullpen is the biggest thing I worry about, as they did give up 3 runs yesterday, or 2 runs yesterday, earned runs, but gave up all 4 in the end, no, earned or not earned. So for baseball tonight, the Royals will go at it again against the Twins. It's an afternoon game. It's at 2:10. Alec Marsh will get the nod for the Royals, and Joe Ryan will get the nod for the Twins. Game time, 1:10 Central. Another afternoon game will be the Reds. Cardinals will have Lance Lynn on the mound, and the Nick London will go for the Reds. The NBA, Dallas takes a 3-0 lead over the Timberwolves. It's over. It's over. Why? Because it's never been done in NBA history. Well, that's one of the reasons. The other reason is because Mavericks just look like the better basketball team. That's the other reason. And they win last night, 116-107. The Mavericks break out at the end to grab a 3-0 lead. Boston and the Pacers will play tonight. Tracy Hilberton will be a player to watch out for, and Jason Tatum. They have a chance to sweep the Indiana. Game time is at 8 for Celtics and Pacers. And now on to the NHL. In the NHL, the Rangers beat the Panthers 5-4. Final in OT. And tonight it'll be Edmonton against Dallas. Series is tied at 1. Players to watch out for. We'll see if the Stars can get it to steal one on the road. Game 4 will be on Wednesday.